It is said that the kettlebell swing is one of the most versatile exercises one can perform. So much so, in fact, that the kettlebell swing has gained the "what the hell" effect slogan, which is a reference to many people seeing multiple areas of their athletic performance increase after programming in the kettlebell swing. In this video, I'll put this theory to the test, as I'll tackle the infamous 10,000 kettlebell swings challenge by Dan John. And here's the rundown. I will perform 10,000 kettlebell swings over the course of 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Now, since I want to maintain my 3 weekly Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu courses, I will do 4 workouts per week. Each workout will consist of 625 kettlebell swings, and then I'll do some strength conditioning right after the workout. Now, the original plan suggests to do the strength conditioning in between sets, but since I want to track the exact amount of time it took me to perform the actual workout, and to be precise in my progress, I want to do the kettlebells separately from the strength conditioning. Now, to the workouts. Each workout will be split into 6 rounds. Each round will be split into 4 sets. First set, I will do 15 swings, then 20, 25, and then 40. I will rest between 30 and 40 seconds between these sets, no more, no less. And right after the final set, I will wait until my heart rate drops to 130. Meaning that my progress will really depend after the last set, because the intervals between these sets will be exactly the same for each workout. And my recovery time will actually decide how long the workout takes. Oh, and after the 6th round, I will also have to do additional 25. So I won't wait until my heart rate drops. I'll just catch my breath and then do the remaining 25. All other weekly workouts will look exactly the same, with the only difference being the strength conditioning part right after. So on first and third day of the week, I will do upper body strength conditioning, and on the second and fourth day, I will do lower body strength conditioning exercises. Now, there are some slight deviations from the original plan, because the original challenge dictates that I should do 500 swings per day, but I honestly think that will be too simple. And also it suggests to use the 24 kilo kettlebell, which I also think will be too easy. I'll be using the 32 kilo. We'll see how the first workout goes, if it's not too difficult, but I think I will manage it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What I will measure is the time that it took for me to complete the workouts, whether it drops down. Then I'll measure my heart rate with my heart rate monitor, the average and the upper, and I'll measure each workout's calories burned to see what's the difference there. And to properly evaluate the effect of this challenge, I will measure 3 things. First, my cardiovascular endurance. Second, my grip strength, or maybe to be precise, grip endurance. And third, my overall body composition, including my body fat. So let's move on to day 0 and to my primary measurements. Since grip and cardiovascular endurance are 2 aspects I expect to see the most results from, I chose dead hangs and 10K as measuring points. While I'm hanging around on the left, you can see my initial time of 50:25 on the right. For this run, I simply chose a tempo that felt comfortable without targeting any specific zones. As for the dead hang, we should be approaching the end by now. The initial time is 2 minutes 17, which I'm worried if I'll be able to beat, to be honest. As for the body composition changes, I ordered this thing, which is a lab scan that shows pretty much everything you need to know about your body. It also shows a distribution of lean body mass across all of my body parts, my right and left arm, my trunk, my left and right legs. But I won't go into much detail about these percentages here, because I will compare if they change after the whole challenge. So long story short, I'm pretty fat. I'm above 20% body fat. I expect to go at least below 20%, ideally below 19, and not lose any muscle mass. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so with all of that out of the way, welcome to day 1. of the 10,000 swings challenge. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so very quickly, what are my impressions after day one? First, let's talk about what I can feel the most. Obviously, number one is the forearm. The forearm is dead, it's non-existent. The thing with kettlebell swings, you have to constantly keep gripping it, and you can imagine that for 40 minutes when you're constantly gripping the handle, your grip really gives out. So I'm hoping to recover as soon as possible. Today I will have to do swings one more time, and we'll see how that goes. Second thing, I can really feel my traps. I'm not sure about why this is the case. Probably because once you're raising the kettlebells, you are performing this motion. I wasn't expecting the traps to be the one that gives out, but yeah, I can really feel the tension over here. Round one done. Heart rate at 155. I'm still holding strong, but I can see how this might go rather challenging. And the third is the glutes, or your ass, pretty much, which is a good indication that I'm performing the exercise well, because I'm actually doing it as a ballistic motion and I'm actually shooting from my hips. So I think that's a good cue. One more note that I have to make is that I couldn't maintain the plan of performing 40 repetitions on the fourth set each round. I only managed to do that on the first round. My grip strength ran out and I had to split that into 20 and 20. So I'll work on that. We'll see if I can actually manage to perform 40 repetitions throughout the whole challenge. And that was basically the factor that it cost me a lot of time. But other than that, I think I can recover pretty decently with this tempo, and I think that this challenge is manageable. This was much more challenging than I thought. I guess there's a reason the program says to do 500, but we'll stick to 6 to 5. See you next one. And just like that, for the next month, 4 days a week, I kept doing 625 kettlebell swings. Here you can see some of my Instagram stories, where I posted some of my workouts, not all of them, but most of them. By the way, if you're not following me on my Instagram, I cordially invite you to do that. Obviously, I won't show you each of these workouts because that would take hours. So you'll just have to trust me on this one that I've actually done the work. Anyway, let's skip to the good part, to the results, after I've done all 10,000 of these kettlebell swings. First, let's compare the initial metrics. The first metric that really stands out is the amount of time that it took me to complete each workout. We can see that there is a steady decrease in this time, starting from the first workout, which took me 4.5 minutes, and when the very last workout took me 34 minutes 21 seconds. So it decreased by more than 6 minutes, which in my book is quite significant. Next, we can compare the red line, which is the amount of calories burned each workout, and it actually also decreased. And there's a logical explanation for this, because my body became more efficient at actually completing the workout, and although the average and maximum heart rates remained similar, the amount of time it took me to complete the workout decreased. In other words, the more repetitions of something you do, the more your body becomes efficient at doing that, and the less calories it burns. And I would need additional effort to actually burn more calories doing this. Now for the body composition changes, and these made me pretty happy. First and most importantly, my body type, according to these researches, changed from overfat class 1 to standard. Next, my body weight decreased from 80.7 to 78.7, so I lost 2 kilograms of weight. Next, my total percentage of body fat decreased from 20.7 to 18.9, so I lost 1.8% of body fat in 1 month. We can see that I not only didn't lose any muscle mass from my right, left arm and my trunk, but I actually even managed to gain some muscle on both of my arms and my trunk. However, both of my legs lost some lean mass. For the run, I did the exact same route. I ran 10K, and as you can see, I managed to shave off 2 minutes and almost 20 seconds. And although you cannot see it from these pictures right here, but my heart rate was also much more stable. During my first run, my peak heart rate reached 182, and during my second run, it didn't go beyond 172. So that's a really significant increase in my book. Regarding the dead hangs, there was no significant difference. I hanged pretty much the exact same amount of time, so I won't put any additional videos about that. So there was no difference there. To sum up, after doing 10,000 kettlebell swings in 16 workouts, I lost 2 kilograms of body weight, I lost 1.8% of body fat, I actually managed to gain some muscle on both of my arms and on my trunk, and I lost some muscle on both of my legs. I became much more efficient at actually doing kettlebell swings. I shaved off 6 minutes from my workout, dropping from 40.5 minutes to 34.5 minutes. And I shaved off 2 minutes and 20 seconds from my 10K run, which I think is pretty significant. Of course, none of this is scientific, this is pretty much anecdotal, this is just my personal experience, but I would never recommend it doing as a standalone exercise. I was performing some additional accessory workouts after these swings. I am not showing them here because I don't think that's very relevant. So that was my experience. Thank you for watching this, guys. See you guys in the next one. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and to join my Instagram channel. So see you then.